Hello there everyone and welcome back at long last. It's been well over a year since Blood Bowl 3's original release, and unfortunately it did not quite get the reception that everyone was hoping. On top of a bunch of bugs and all that, it was kind of lacking in a lot of quality of life features and a lot of the essentials for at least the YouTuber League to essentially get their own season going. And as a result, we kind of had a big, long hiatus until today, with the recent admin tools being implemented, which granted I think are still pretty dang basic. We are now able to do our own league and manage it accordingly. It remains to be seen how things are going to function, but with a new rule set compared to Blood Bowl 2, which Blood Bowl 2 I believe used a very archaic, very old type of rule set. I don't know when the last update was for, or at least what rules or what year that Blood Bowl 2 was utilizing. It's basically been a while when Blood Bowl 2 came out, since from what I understand, Games Workshop kind of dropped support for it for the longest time. It really, with a lot of their specialist games, let's be honest, and up until 2016, unfortunately just after Blood Bowl 2 came out, they started to bring back the support for the game. And Blood Bowl 3, I believe, is utilizing 2024, or not 2024, but 2022 rules. So I'm excited to see how that changes things dramatically. I'm going to tell you right now, my team is pretty much as you would expect it here. We are going to be playing as Skavens for this upcoming season. It is more of a test league than anything else, and we're even going to see who our opponent is, I think. I believe, but regardless, we're going to try the good old classic Skaven. They were the one I'm itching for, since I didn't really get to play them in Blood Bowl 2, and it was really tempting to take a bunch of the other ones. We have Black Orcs, the Old World Alliance, and I think we have the Nobles. I can't remember what they're called since no one actually picked them for a season, but they're kind of an offshoot of Bretonnians, with the exception of having an actual ogre, an actual big guy, which is kind of interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out if I ever get around to trying them out. But regardless, the Head Takers Executioners are my team. It's pretty much run-of-the-mill there. Skaven didn't really get anything new from Blood Bowl 2, outside of course the rule sets themselves and how players are leveled up. Heck, the only thing that realistically changed is the fact that the throwers are actually good at passing now. As you can see there's a new passing stat PA, which means they just automatically pass on 2 pluses as opposed to the 3 they did before. But their skill sets did change a little bit too, but we'll talk about that later. And the Rat Ogre, I think, has a new ability there, was Animal Savagery. So, very likely to beat up your own characters, or own players, essentially, for it to actually operate half the time, which I don't know how I feel about that. It'll take a little bit of trial and error. But if you've seen my videos of Blood Bowl 2 before, you already know what to expect. There's not really a lot new here. But what is going to be new is the fact that my first opponent, Malt, which surprisingly, I faced off against Malt after I think our very fast YouTuber League match was actually me versus him in the finals. It was Bretonnians versus Elven Union, maybe? It could be Amazons. I honestly can't remember if I'm honest, but that rivalry is coming on back, and I'm sure by now you've seen the missing link here, what's weird with this team. We have a lot of inducements. I think Malt is trying to go with the Griff Oberwald type build, since if I remember correctly, the 2020 rules, which changed things drastically from 2016, actually made star players a very prevalent part to a lot of competitive play, primarily for tournaments which you have a set team value. I don't know if it translates very well over to a league, even a short-term league, if I'm completely honest. So this is going to be very interesting, having to face off against this, because it was very problematic in 2020 with that rule set. I don't know how it changed with 2022 or whatever the update rules are. I just know that the star players, double star players, I think, for tournament play was nerfed at least in some form. I haven't really kept up on this scene, but I know enough to know that star players were a problem, and this is going to be my first match going in. I don't know if they're going to be able to afford Griff or not, but either way, we are starting off very roughly, especially with my fragile type of Skaven, which are going to die pretty quickly. And even if they don't, even if Malt doesn't get Griff, there's still Mighty Sug, which has Mighty Blow that can really put a damper on my line pretty quickly. And like many things, it's going to depend heavily on how the first few turns play out, if, at least the kickoff, if I can at least retain a good number to kind of put pressure on the ball, never mind actually come out with a win or draw. I'm not going to go on too much about it. It's an exciting new year. I'm eager to see what happens. And we will let the dice decide how this season plays out.
Yep, yeah, I'm all ready. I've got the thing started doing the spinning for searching for you.
Okay, I'm not quite familiar how this works there, since I haven't really played any of Blood Bowls 3 at all.
Yeah, I haven't played in a league yet, so yes, what you've just done is probably solving
Okay,
it.
yeah.
There you go.
Yep, I just clicked the right here. And I see
no,
you're
I've-
apparently a big fan of, what's Griff Overwall there?
Well, he's probably too expensive at the moment.
Just
but
barely,
eventually,
though,
yes.
from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's something I wanted to test. Well, it's a test season. It's worthwhile checking.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. From what I remember hearing rumors for 2020, the 2020 rules in the tabletop, all the big strategy for the tournaments, not so much league plays, to go to like 2-star players. I don't know how exactly it works, but it was the big meta for the 2020 rules.
Interesting.
That's all I heard from rumors from the few Blood Bowl podcasts I listened to at the time. I don't know how that changed for the 2020 or 2022 rules, which I think Blood Bowl 3 is currently utilizing, though.
Yeah, so in this one, in the open field, like of just random games, it won't. I've tested it. They generally won't put you up against someone that's too far away from you, so there's no way that you're gonna have like some huge spread. So you'll never be the 200, 300k. You need to be different to be able to afford them. So there's no kind of point. Earlier, when they hadn't kind of fixed their system to make it so you wouldn't be put up against 2,000k murder teams, then you would come against those guys, and you can get 2-star players. But it doesn't happen that much. The only way you can really do it, I guess, is in a league like this.
We'll see how it works out in that case.
They're not even that maximal power yet, because they don't have the special rules they have from tabletop, where they get to a special reroll or like an automatic pass on something.
Because Griff Oberwald, I think, you're allowed to automatically succeed a certain play that involves him. I think. I can't remember.
I think there's one where I think like the Skaven guy can just steal the ball off you. He just takes it off you if he's next to you.
I know there's an illegal weapon like Rat Ogre, basically, that can just ignore the first ejection rule for once per game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Sounds like a nightmare possibly for balance, but hard to really say because I haven't actually played any of the 2020 rules or 2022. Never mind Blood Bowl 3 in general.
Yeah, no, I played it quite a bit when it came out. And I grinded out the first lizards, but after that point I was like, okay, I've played it, been there, done that. The interest kind of waned, and obviously other games come out and you get more interested in those as well. So yeah, it was a brief play, and then I've left it alone since then, and they're halfway because they need to fix bugs and add things to the games anyway. So what do I want to do? I guess we could start with
punching rats. That's obviously what it's going to be.
Yeah.
When in doubt, punch rats. But fingers crossed that the season at least performs well with everything. Yep. Time will tell, though. Alright, good luck to you. Don't murder my rats too much.
I don't hope I'll do too much damage. It's just...
So you got the extra reroll. Congrats. Starting off strong already. No, get away from my rats. Isn't it bad enough that Zug could take all 3 of them on by himself, dang it? You don't need to embarrass me with like 6 of them there.
Get that maximal benefit.
Doesn't even need to use his muscles. Just kicks them.
Yeah.
So starting off immediately with stun, I'll take it. Yes, push me. No, don't push me to your buddies. I want to scurry away. No, don't push me back to your other buddies.
A lot
Oh,
of pushing
God.
and shoving.
Oh god, it's deja vu all over again. Oh wait, no it's not. You got 1 die now. Haha! Victory!
That's why we have blitzes.
Damn it. For a moment I thought my rats were gonna live. Okay, knockout there. So decent start for ya.
Alright, that's a decent start.
1 knockout, 1 stun, 1 rat on his ass. Pretty typical start for Skaven. Where are you going, you silly little runner? Come back. Come back here. Well, there's one interesting bug. It's showing my tackle zones rather than your tackle zones trying to move my rats. So this makes it a little bit tricky.
So if you look at the lower left at the letter T, that's you cycle through your tackle zones.
Okay, there we go. That's weird.
Yeah, the game sometimes defaults to weird things, which are annoying.
We'll see what happens then. How to do this? I gotta remember, I don't really have the convenience of a lot of time. Especially since that's a rush. I do have a decent amount of time at least, so there is that, but... what the heck can I do with these rats? Geez, so many options, and it's been forever. Do I really want to start off there with a rush? Yeah, that's a big scare. Do I rush and risk things going badly right off the bat? Because I only got decent information, I just don't have the numbers here.
That one extra space is a bit uncomfortable. Do you want to do any of the moves before you make that one?
Yeah, I'm just wondering
space?
how it's more really the formation, because I'm not going to be able to screen you very well if I make the push for it. Because I'll need at least 1 gunner runner after that, perhaps. That's the big problem there. Not a fan of this either way, just because of the numbers, and don't want to dodge with him yet. Let's see, can we start strong at least? I'll take it.
Very nice.
Now let's enjoy the magic that is dodge. Good old elfie shenaniganry. Yes, still kind of limiting my positioning. This is why I was afraid to get so aggressive like this, if I'm so honest. Alright, can you make it out safely? No, it does not look like it.
Ooh. This is a line wrap.
And he's pretty much dead, apparently. Well, that was sudden. I figured a much more dramatic moment for that death. But if blood had to be spilled, it might as well be a line rat, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt. Oh, no, don't do it! Oh, there's your both down. Alright, so just badly hurts. I think that's just... No stat down, I think, is what that means.
Yeah, you're fine. He survives.
And I rob you of valuable SPP, so joke's on you.
Absolutely. That's the real loss here.
Indeed. Which is kind of why I think the star players were so popular in the 2020 tournaments, since those are like preset team values and skills.
There's no downside other than having a loner on the team.
Indeed. So now I'm put in a bad spot there, because I should have played a little more cautiously, which is annoying, because I kind of need to get aggressive due to the fact that attrition kind of doesn't work against me, or doesn't work in my favor, rather. So pretty soon I'm not really going to have much numbers. It's a bit of the problem with trying to play a more cautious game. Because I'm already down, what, 4 rats? Well, 3 rats, technically. So he could attempt the throw there. That's not a huge issue yet on its own. And I can easily dodge the rat out without much problem. So he is not quite able to reach, which is fine. As long as my gun runner's in position, it can block a path pretty well. What am I going to do with these guys, though? This gutter runner can get out relatively well. And I can kind of screen here a decent amount. I just won't be able to support with my blitzer, though. At least can I push him? I'll take it. So I gotta be ready for when he runs off. There's a bit of a problem, of course, again, with having to get a bit of a screen here. Although my rats can kind of decently get, my gun runners can decently get in position here. Oh, let's use our rerolls since we have them. I'll take it. It unfortunately means, well, gotta follow up to let the gun runner free, I guess. So that'll get him out relatively well. I don't think there's much I can do to threaten anything, unfortunately. Besides just give him free punches. This is not a very good screen, but again, my numbers are dropping pretty quick. To not even be able to effectively cause issues. So let's one die push him back. I'll take it.
Nice punch.
Good old block. Nice reliable push, at least. But we're running out of rats quickly, so... Skaven are rapidly turning into a stunty team. So yeah, I'll have to wedge him in there and force a touchdown. Because yeah, there wasn't much I could really do here about this. Again, it probably was not worth it to try so aggressively there, but trying to stall it out probably is not a good idea until I have some skills in guard to actually make that worthwhile. If I could have, if more effectively surrounded here, maybe my gutter runner could have gone up here, but that easily could have been negated by the lineman getting a free punch. So I don't think that would have been nearly as reliable either. Having a gunner runner up here to try and get in the way. Oh, where's Sug gonna push me? Oh, you're not gonna push me to the lineman for a free block?
I'm good. We'll take the chance on the arm difference.
Alright. So, how far are you? Can't quite make it yet. And I can pressure decently, but... who best to pressure? 4, 5... I don't like the idea of doing 2 die on Sug. If I'm completely honest.
I could name this team like the Clone Troopers or something. They just look the same.
They are pretty much all the same character. You need to... hopefully we got enough diversity in gear to make them branch out once they start getting skills. Or however you like to customize them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I haven't done any of that stuff. Back when I first looked at that, they were still doing the... you have one piece of kit across all your different teams that you can put on your one human guy. I was like, that's ridiculous. And they eventually, oh, we're gonna change that. Don't worry, you can use them across multiple teams.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this because it takes a lot of resources.
Big hit, very nice.
Big hit. Took a lot of players though. So probably not really worth it.
If you got lucky, it would have been a huge win. So you take them when you get them.
Yeah, I think my main strategy is to try and... I do need a gunner runner up front as well, but... well, I have enough players here, just gotta somehow make this not appealing. Ideally. Alright, I'll take that. Yeah, it's not very difficult for him to deal with this, unless I bring a gutter runner over, which is my big concern. That's honestly my big concern, but I do want someone up here to kind of threaten. Threaten what? Remains to be seen, though. We'll see if the little bit of luck comes my way. But yeah, this is really easy to deal with due to strength 2 on these guys. Just a question on, since they can't touch down this turn, what position would this put Malt in? No, don't hurt me, big muscle man. It was the other rat that punched you, not me. Curse you and your dimwitness. Alright, so that at least tied up 2 players, which is still beneficial. And burnt the blitz here, which is interesting. Alright, so who died? Just a line rat on a dodge of all things. And then Sug, the star player, ended up knocking out a gunner runner. Only badly hurt, not permanent. But he's not really... Malt didn't really get any SPP just yet with the violence. Yes, scurry back there to your hovel, man thing. Yeah, it's gonna be awkward. Because let's see, how many players do I actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 currently for this turn. Which is unfortunate. Actually, I got 2 die here though. Yeah, I already have 2 die, alright. Good thing I noticed that. Not the most convenient, but good thing I noticed that. Yeah, and I need at least 1 player here to kind of keep them from just circling around there and having a stronger position. Which is going to be awkward. Again, I don't really have the numbers unless I chance to dodge here, but... Of course, I'm saving that play for last. Alright, so I can't get the 2-die blitz here with a gunner runner. Only problem there. Do I follow up or not? Because I do want to try and keep them contained, if only slowly. How to do this, because I'm really worried about this opening here. I could dodge through decently enough, but... Is that what I want? Because red dice, I can at least chance it. Respectable odds there. But yeah, this gunner runner isn't really in a good spot. Unless I chance game punch, which isn't a good idea either. I don't like it. But red dice is still relatively reliable with block. It's only 2 die, right? Doesn't want to show me the best, though.
Nice.
Yeah, just try and remember what the odds were, basically, but with block shouldn't be too bad, right?
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Probably better odds than trying to dodge with this 1 rat, at the very least.
Yeah.
With that said, where the heck do I put you?
There's more potential upside if you do damage as well.
Probably not much. But considering I'm hemorrhaging players there, it's not looking good. No! Back goes splat. So yeah, this is an easy window for him to just push back here, sadly. If my blitzer could survive 1, maybe 2 blocks there, then at least that would make it awkward because he's burning players just to knock them down. This will definitely hurt, because Sugg has an incredibly good chance to just murder gutter runners, sadly. Another gutter runner go splat. Just knockout.
Skaters, all right.
So yeah, just stalling it out, trying to do what damage they can to me, alas. So I'm probably gonna have to chance something here if I want to realistically deny Malta touchdown here, which is gonna be difficult to do. Very difficult to pull off. All right, another pow. What do we get? Another knockout.
It's a lot of removal.
Indeed. So yeah, not very good there. A lot of it is I wonder if doing that aggressive play there at the start was worth it or not. Sure, it was high risk, but considering I already had 2 players out off the field and 1 failed to trip and kill themselves, it didn't seem like this stalling out was going to work anyway. So I'm wondering what my options are to actually pressure this at all. Because the only thing I can really think of is just tying up players. And of course, if this one just catches the ball, then that's a touchdown at this point.
Really helps if I hit my end turn button instead of just looking at the screen gormlessly waiting for you to make a move.
Fancy. Okay, so we have 1 player here to deny an assist.
I swear I'm awake.
Are you, though? So...
Well, my brain tells me I am, but I don't believe it.
Okay, my gutter runner can very effectively go here. There is a slight risk, though, but... I honestly want to keep the blitzer down. Very likely for him to suffer really big damage with that might blow piece. I could chance the 1 die there. It doesn't seem all that exciting, though. And I need to tie up this player, too. So I think I have to chance the 1 die, just due to the fact that I don't have the numbers. What do I do, everyone? You're marked, so you're gonna get punched. If I'm lucky enough to knock you down, then that probably is just a simple dodge there. And it is a 30%... Well, they could take a both down still, if they really want to get rid of the gunner runners, and that's a fair chance to knock them down, even if it does end the turn. Yeah, I'm not in a good position here. I don't have the numbers to try much else besides just force as many risks as possible, I guess. That is unfortunate. That
bold play.
did pan out at least. I definitely should probably mark someone else there. As terrible as this is going to end because of this. And I might as well take that chance. Probably a foolish idea for a start of the season, because this is enough to cripple a team. Lane Mulk get all these free punches. We'll see if this letting you punch everything backfires or not. Yep, gain all the power so far. Moment of truth. Good old block. He is alive at least, but that doesn't mean much since everything's basically getting knocked down. And the thrower is essentially free to go wherever he wants. Okay, there's a push, but again, it does free the thrower. So all that effort just led to being to my disadvantage, alas, but I kind of expect that considering we were asking Molt to kind of fail with basically 10% odds at best. So really it's just trying to force the issue, because it's either choose to play passive and preserve my team, or generally try to play for a win, or at least deny him a touchdown at the very least, which honestly is the wrong choice, I would assume. Especially with how early the season is. We'll see what happens. Okay, do dodge that at least. So are you going to surround the gunner runner tackle zone, or are you going to give me an easy way to dodge on through? Ooh, got the one die. So that unfortunately did not work out. Even then, all the knockdowns kind of worked. Was kind of to Malt's advantage, sadly. So how exactly do I do this? Because I would like a blitz there, but it probably involves me dodging. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double rush could get me there, but that's not... honestly, probably not worth it. Yeah, the gun runner can reliably get out there if I don't punch anything. What about the rest, though? Still can't reach this turn. At least with the thrower. Where is my blitzer? Right over here. Okay, so I think what we do is just mark these two. Force, see, because Malk can't touch down normally this turn unless it tries throw. And let me try blitz on out, although, is that really worth it? I do want to mark a player. But that might be asking a lot for these dodges here. I have 2 minutes still to plan this out. Decisions. Really, it comes down to how much do I want to risk, or do I try and preserve the team? Hmm. Okay, so maybe we blitz with you. It's a 1 die, but it's a block still. So just mark these two, so he can't touch down his turn, but I think realistically Malt doesn't care about touching down his turn, let's be honest. So I need to make some kind of big power play afterwards. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I want. I didn't really think about that. I want to go around there, but we're good. Yeah, probably not ideal, but if possible, if it bottlenecks him in, maybe I can make this really awkward for Malt somehow. But I would have to do something very aggressive, which probably is not worth it. Okay, there's another POW, unfortunately. So Sug basically got all his blitzes, his punches, this half. What do we get? Okay, just stun. So sadly that knocks out my most important player, and the Gunner Runners without a doubt aren't going to be able to pull it off. So what is the plan here? Okay, just a push. Because now I don't have like a high strength piece to kind of create an opening there. So this is probably Malt's ball or touchdown. No! Another rat bites the dust. Yep, I saw that coming there. But it didn't stun me, I think, so my Gunner Runner could still do something. Your plan to backstab my Gunner Runner fails. Yeah, again.
Walks the amount of damage I'm doing. It's pretty ridiculous.
Now, how do we do this? Could you... These, even if this was a clear path, they're not really able to support. So I only have Gunner Runners, and of course that's the easiest touchdown that could be. But I can still get a 1 die. I don't think I want to be down here because that's a blitz off the field. In the worst case situation. Oh, good thing I didn't do the Gunner Runner then. Alright, so this is a 1 die. Not likely gonna amount to much. No! Dread Skull! And like I said, this is probably easy. Oh, I should have gone over there. I wasn't really thinking very much, was I? Because now I just let him punch 2 Gutter Runners. So yeah, I don't think there was much I could have done there. It is an honest question. Was it being too greedy, too risky to try and get on the ball carrier because on turn 1, because that almost never works. But even then, I didn't really have the numbers to contain and really pressure at the same time. Congrats on your touchdown. At the very least, it's 2 chances to recover with these guys. At least for the knockouts. Which may not mean much there, because I still have to figure out how to score at a number deficit. So, who are you gonna let have...
Risk. Line rat's not. It's touchdown.
And here I was wondering if you're gonna pass it to a pitiful lineman to get the SPP. So far only 1. Yeah, so everyone's going to back, the usual. And I don't have very many rats. Well, this seems like a normal
I'm down
Skaven.
for some reason. 1 second.
Say what?
I've been probably not hearing you for a long time.
What? How dare you? Yeah, because it's not muted on my end. Speak to me, Malt. It would be embarrassing if I monologue to myself all this time. Which is norm. Alright, so let's see how we do here. I seriously doubt we'll get much of a one-turn touchdown, but Skaven are definitely
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you... Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, I thought you were just deep in thought, and I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry about that.
No worries there. I'm used to monologuing to myself.
Yeah, I definitely know that. Ugh.
Yeah, so... Don't think I'm going to be able to get this unless I have a really luck... No, I don't even have enough players. I need at least 1 more, don't I? So this is probably not going to work as I would like. Because I need a blitzer. Yeah, sadly I don't have enough players, I think, even to attempt, like, just moving my gunner runner at least even 2 hexes.
I don't think it's possible.
Unfortunately.
So, do damage and make throw play.
Make murder, yes, yes.
Yes, indeed. Kill.
Murder, murder, kill, kill. So that's 1 there. I'll have a blitz. Is it really worth fouling? Probably not. Oh, I have to declare a pass, is it? There we go. Only 50-50 though, so not the most reliable.
He's a very greedy rat, doesn't want to give up the ball.
Yeah, it didn't even prompt me to do the reroll, interestingly, there.
Yeah, it's interesting, because it said draw, and it should both get a reroll, I thought, but I didn't see a reroll appear on your side.
Yeah, it says I still had 3 rerolls available, so yeah. I'm surprised they didn't let me actually use one.
Well, it had... I mean, so on my screen it had none, And as soon as you fail that, it like resets the next round, and you'll see 3, even though it hasn't like gone through the process. So I'm not sure if that
Yeah,
was just being buggy.
I guess.
I don't know. It's not exactly a perfectly made game, I'm afraid to say.
Oh well. Still murdered rats. Everyone's happy, right? Although this doesn't look very good there for getting a touchdown, let's be honest. Yeah, 7 players is not promising here. Only 1 dead line rat at least, so there is that. But not very promising in the
Here you go, you
slice.
dude, from the sideline before you hit go.
Yep, I see him.
Sweet. Actually, no, I won't even let you will it once you put everything on, so it's fine.
Well, let's see what we can do here. Without gets 1 AV. Yay, 1 AV for someone. I wonder who we could give that to.
Yeah, who could we possibly give that to?
Yeah, not a whole lot I could do here. There, 1 stun there. Decent enough start at the very least. It's still very possible for me to get a touchdown. I just gotta somehow... Yeah, I'm not gonna have a wide cage, or a loose cage is the only problem. It goes without saying. Although I might be forced into an incomplete cage with that said regardless. Just due to the number of players I have. So yeah, this is going to get really ugly very quick, but my gun runners can still make plays due to their incredible speed and their mobility. But that requires actually knowing what to do. And I still have a blitz, but that doesn't really mean much when everyone's already down. And I don't have enough players to really justify it either. Alright, let's see how surrounded I get. Get up and murder my rats. Alright, so... what kind of blitz are we going to see here? Okay, there's the street eye. He's still breathing, somehow.
Yeah, you get hit by a fucking train. He's still going, little blighter.
Somehow. Yeah, how quickly do you want to force a touchdown? Because this is not looking promising in general, let's be honest. But at least I could get an easy 2-die block and screen a little bit. It's not ideal because this is kind of playing the Malt's hand due to the amount of time he'll have to get another touchdown himself. But if I knock you down, it helps. There, I'll take an injury.
Nice.
And unfortunately, this is playing to what you want, basically. Even if I were to get the touchdown, you still have 6 turns to win it out.
Yeah. There are not any good options, sadly.
Alas. But we'll see if there's a way I can stall it out. At least gain some SPP is still nice. It's just a question on what I did wrong, essentially, there. If that was a too aggressive play. Trying to see if I could force a failed dodge or failed block with 2 or 3 of my players trying to go into the back line. Alright, got the dodge there. Can we get one more? Okay, I'll take it. It's not much, but I'll take it. Now it comes down to, can I potentially stall, or is that just greedy? Because it could be argued that my turn 1 play was really greedy too, but I don't think it was going to work in my advantage very well. That's right, you trudge along slowly there. Don't contribute. You just stay there and contemplate how many rats you murdered. Alright, so he's on me. Not a big threat, thankfully, because until more players are on him, which I... Yeah, only the thrower, I think, can really get on them without risk, yeah. Uh-oh, no, don't do it! Okay, that forces what my blitz there. One, 3, 2, so definitely was getting close there, but with Blood Bowl 3, at the very least, Malt does have multiple chances. Just can't reroll multiple times on the same dice, at least, or action. But he can reroll multiple rushes for different tiles, at least. Which is something new. No, not again! That's a suspicious amount of rerolls you're burning very quickly. Nuffle's trying to tell you something.
He can go to hell.
Uh-oh, you know how that's going to end.
Yeah, he's already punishing me. So, I mean, I'm going to have to give a little back. He's going to send that at me. I think that's good. We can live with that. Makes you do something at least.
Yeah, so it's possible. Well, I can only get a 1 die there, sadly, which is not very promising. Still a pretty good chance to get a touchdown. How's the best way to go through? Because this is only 2 dodges here. If I go here, that's a 2 die. That frees my gutter runner at the very least. Yeah, it doesn't really help me with any other plays, alas. That's the problem with marking my own rats, sadly. Make it easy for Malta to tie me up. So let's see. Free dodge there. I could go here. One dodge there. So I can go through that as an alternative. If only I chose somewhere else to go. That's a bit of a downside. I'm blocking my own path now, aren't I? I can go this way for the same effect, but this probably would have worked better. Because, yeah, I only have one dodge there. Yeah, that could have worked a lot better. I should have pushed over here. So that's unfortunate. So technically it's no different than going down this way as a result, isn't it? Alas, I messed that up there. Yeah, let's see, I can't really blitz anything to my liking, unfortunately. Not without dodging, which isn't a good idea.
Nice bunch.
We'll see if it can continue. So 3, 3, 3. That'd be 4. I can use my rerolls here. I gotta remember that. This is actually probably safer if I'm okay using my rerolls. Yeah, that's a 2 die too, so that's kind of worth it to an extent. Would it have been worth it to just blitz there? Although, would not have meant much, would it? Alright, let's at least try to get some SPP. And I have 3 rerolls, so this should be relatively reliable.
Yeah, 88% 3 times. Okay.
I failed to dodge. Oh, I failed all 3 dodges, but thankfully the new rule allowed me to reroll them.
Jeez.
But damn, all 3 of them failed the first time. Damn.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yay, Skinky Cheerleader. 1 positive out of this game.
That's a cool cheerleader.
I will take it. Yeah, because that felt reliable, considering that, again, that new rule, because with Blood Bowl 2, we only could reroll once a turn, so I don't know statistically how likely that was, if I'm honest, though.
Well, it's like, it's 88% times itself 3 times.
Yes.
So it's pretty reliable. It's probably above 60%. It's pretty safe.
Somewhere around 66, 65, I don't know. I'll have to check it. Oh, I'm counting the 3 pluses. There was still like a 2+ dodge finishing up, I guess. So maybe it's a little bit slightly higher.
Yeah, that's probably in the 70 to 80% range. Then it's not bad, yeah. It's certainly what I was thinking you would do, considering the options available.
Yeah, I could have had a slightly better dodge if I didn't push that first block in my gutter runner's way. I think. It would have only been a single 4+ dodge and then a 2+ dodge out. But yeah, this should be an easy touchdown for you, sadly. Unless Nuffle curses you further with the dice.
You know, blitz play, steal with gutter runner, quick score. Totally possible.
Totally. Let's see how many rats die.
Oh,
Uh-oh, is it going to bounce
kick.
off? Okay, I was wondering if it was going to bounce off. So much so that I didn't even see what I quickly scrolled to what the event was.
It's just a reroll draw again, which means apparently neither of us gets a reroll. Seems to be
Okay,
consistent.
Yeah, it says draw earns a team reroll, so apparently no one did.
Yeah, so the team called draw gets the team reroll.
Curse you, draw. This is the second time you denied me rerolls, one of which I didn't really need. First it was Wizards, now it's this damn coach named Draw. Knockout. I smell dead rats. Very dead rats. Not dead enough, apparently. But at least we got plenty of blood splatters on the field. Good God.
Yeah.
This is bloody. This is almost looking like a horror film than a Blood Bowl pitch.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not against it. And I'm pretty sure we could tell which ones were my poor Skaven's blood splatters.
Yeah.
Which is basically all of them. Minus maybe 2 or 3.
30.
Ooh, is that a Miss Nick's game? Not that it really means much. Ooh, was that... Oh, sure hand saves today. I was wondering if that was a fail. Sadly, it's too far back for me to actually take advantage of it. This is a bit of the problem with the deep kick. But I do genuinely need to try and get on him while he's separated. The problem is I can't really rely on 2-die blocks, which without a doubt makes this very risky, and I only got 2 players to realistically do that. I think it might realistically be my only option, though. I don't like it, considering again, it's like I've been saying, the smart choice would be to try to preserve my team, since this is still the first round. And actually, it would be better to just go after you, and hope to knock you down. Not what I want, because it's really easy for Malt to just still screen. I kind of need at least 3. Somehow sneak my 4th gutter runner in to actually do something about this, because I don't really have the movement now, do I? It's not much, but I guess it's something.
I have some pressure.
Well, they're not gutter runners for nothing after all. I don't like this play, I'm gonna be honest. Don't really like doing this, but I already committed to not preserving my team.
Okay. Oh no.
There goes the reroll.
There we go.
I'm probably going to lose otherwise, so...
Yeah, you have to put pressure and hope you get me while I don't have a cage.
Yep, like I said. Either leave him down and try and preserve him, or actually try to make something of this. Which doesn't mean much, because I probably would need one more rat, realistically. More blood splatters to the pitch. This is probably not realistically going to do anything outside of, like, bad luck on Malt's part. But it will make the difference if it does happen. And the rats could still pull it off with the gutter runners. At least 3 of them. The 3 that haven't got injured, at least. And Malt only has a single reroll. Well, I got at least my dodge to help it get where I want. So yeah, you're gonna just go here, are you? That's what it looks like. Oh. Reroll it. Oh, uh-oh, he did drop it. So you're saying there's a chance, damn it, Nuffle. Nuffle is not content with all the ridiculous plays I just did. He wants to see more of it.
Absolutely. Chance to steal the win from the jaws of defeat.
Indeed. Yeah, this is a problem. I can't hand off and pass at the same time. That is a bit of a problem. Let's at least get someone to mark the ball, if nothing else. Because I can get the 1 die here, but I can't pick it up. Or I can't touch down immediately outside of another risky play, because... Is that worth it? Because I could blitz with the gutter runner, but I can't hand off. No!
Oh, bad luck, man.
It was another 1 anyway, so my gutter runner probably went... Well, 1-3-1. It was really close to his snake eyes, at least. Worth a try. I felt that was my best chance, because all I had to do was succeed to 1 dodge, and then the blitz would have been easy. The hard part would be picking this up, because that's a 4. That would be a 3. And then the handoff, which would be a 2. So the dodge and the pickup would have been unlikely, or at least the most unlikely, but it definitely was against me with no rerolls. Which is why failing all 3 of those dodges really hurts there for that first touchdown. Now's your chance to ruin my hopes and dreams! Hopes and dreams not ruined! Nuffle is teasing me!
Glad I didn't punch the dude next to him. Oof, that'd have been rough.
Nuffle, you're such a dick. Yeah, so same situation as before. Ball's not. I would have. Sadly, I can't really one
Maybe the
die.
next turn it's draw. At best for me.
Probably. Yeah, sadly, no way I could get a one die on that poor. Well, yeah, I can't really get a one die there that I would like. Actually, no, not really.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it's just surviving the next turn is harder.
Because he's inconveniently in a bad spot. Just dodge there would have been the easiest thing to do. And then blitz. Why did your lineman have to be in the worst possible spot? Could you have fallen down somewhere else? Because, yeah, that would have been the one spot I needed to get the one die, too.
Yeah.
And he had to go and ruin it. So, yeah, not ideal, to say the least. If I get a bunch of rats on the ball, that helps. But I can't really put rats anywhere inconvenient. Outside dodge this one here, but that doesn't help me. I'm trying to plan if there's a way I can actually win. It just ultimately comes down to Nuffle take the wheel. Because I can't really get a one die anywhere. Due to inconvenient placement, I want to keep him alive because he's the only reason I can get the touchdown. Yep, sadly, I don't think there's much I can really do here, at least to minimize the chances reliably. Let's see if we can ruin it.
Good luck.
Yep. Probably wouldn't have been smart just to stall it out, but I don't think I could have got more rats reliably on the ball. Just because this one troublemaker right here. Good stroke of fortune and convenient or good positioning ruined it. All hope's not lost yet, but it's not. Okay, just a push. So that frees the ball at least. No block for you. Unless you want to fall down with me.
No.
Come on.
Absolutely not.
Come on, armor AV8.
Absolutely
AV8,
not.
what could possibly go wrong?
Alright, let's start. That's what we need to start. Yeah, okay, so we can make the distance. Okay, now can we maybe get these guys, 3 guys that are manning up this blitzer to actually do something useful? Great. Free up 2 guys. I love it. Beautiful.
Pushy push. I can stall him out still, but very unlikely I can deny him a touchdown, I think. Although having my rats still standing helps a little bit. Not much, because this one...
Now I'll have for both down. Alas.
Aww. Thank you for helping my rats escape your vice grip. You're too kind. So I think what I should do is blitz him, get the blitzer back here.
God.
I don't like the... Actually, it would be a better idea to blitz and then fall back, really. What are my options here? Because you can run around a lot and get to the back lines. So all these guys basically can get down here at the same time. Which means it's very bloated on the left side, unless they take more risks. So I think what I do is blitz here. Probably not the smartest choice. I should get the gunner runners back here as first, due to the likeliness of that working. Oh, there goes my dodge. So I guess we won't chance that any further than needed. Go, my gutter runners, go! Do whatever it is gutter runners do. Yes, yes. Good gutter runners, good. Alright, so the 2-die pays off there. Knockout, we'll take it. So sadly there is a bit of an open here, but I could still dodge out my other runner. It's just very bloated on the left here. Now, will this plan come to fruition, or is it all going to be ruined by this one dodge? Ruined by the one dodge. Now you can walk right through.
Sadly, yes.
It was worth a try. It at least would have forced them to burn the blitz here, to just get through as opposed to actually just punch whoever's most inconvenient. But, alas, wasn't meant to be. At least it funnels them down through the middle, so hopefully these players aren't going to have the most convenient time trying to surround me. Hopefully. Because the gunner runners can easily get out. I might have to burn a blitz just to free one of my blitzers. We will see. Because without doubt this runner can't get a full surround, right? Without go force, that is. Or rushes, I guess they're called. Don't hurt me, big strong man. Big strong thing.
Oh, I might be a bit backful. Oh, you got her out. You good?
Yay! There's 3 rats that surround you now. Yes, yes. No! The fumbles.
Yeah, much like yours, I was the one to kind of complete the trap.
Yep, and again, I could have got a 2-die block too with my 3 gutter runners, but that one arsehole's in the worst spot.
No way.
Why do you keep doing this? Curse you with your unintentional chance to ruin my... You're unintentionally ruining my plans. I know you were trying to ruin my plans, but this is the worst way to ruin my best plans.
Indeed.
Curse you, man thing. Yeah, now begs the question. Begs the honest question. Do I chance the blitzer to blitz? Because the gutter runner could do it on a 1-on-3. And with the block, I have actually, I could chance them both down, but I gotta do the math quickly in my head. Ooh, snake eyes, there it is.
Well, I'm not gonna put a gift horse in the mouth like that. I'm just gonna because that is a gift.
Congrats
So
on the win. See, told you
GG,
enough
man,
was
thank you.
just teasing us. Mainly me, but teasing us. It had a chance, but definitely a lot of risks there.
Yeah, I think when he burned 4 of our rerolls over that turn, that was quite a change in the game.
There was a real chance. I wonder how realistically that could have played out for me there if I didn't have to get those 3 failed dodges on my touchdown.
Exactly, yeah. If we both weren't like rolling ones on our single dice and having to burn rerolls, we would have had a lot more rerolls for that last round, and we would potentially been able to pull off some of the crazy stuff we were trying to do.
At least I got a gutter runner with the MVP. I don't know. Okay, it was spread out there. So Blitzer got an injury, touchdown on one gutter runner, then MVP for another one. So I could be happy with that result.
Yeah. One in front, an MVP lineman, and 2 scores. So
And I at least can replace the rat that died. Ooh, the
yes.
MVP. Ooh, I'm gonna have to remember this. But do I actually have SPP for a general skill already? Or
Yeah, so
no?
you need a 6 for a choice of a general skill.
Oh,
or you
random,
can
okay.
Random for 3, which is, risky, but for something that's what I'm going to do for my lineman, because it also is worth 10k rather than 20k to the team value, so it's quite efficient. But you could get something that's crap.
Yeah, considering the gunners though, I think it's worth getting them block or wrestle.
For the those guys, you just choose the skills for them because it's too important.
Yep, and I only lost a rat, so I don't think I need an apothecary yet. Question mark.
Yeah, I don't think I need one either, but I'm just full alignment. I'm probably better having the 50k to get Griff or something like that.
Yeah, have fun with that there. You're gonna be the bane of everyone's existence. Because like I hinted at, apparently this Griff is very popular, at least in tournament scenes. Couldn't tell you how he is in seasons.
Yeah,
And
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's with 2020 rules, to be fair. I don't know how it is with like 2022 and all that. I didn't keep touching Blood Bowl with that.
Yeah, it's probably similar. But yeah, give it a shot, see what happens.
Have fun either way. And hopefully
Cheers, man.
we'll see each other in the finals again, since our last Blood Bowl match, at least of the YouTuber League, was you and me with my Bretonians, and I can't remember what your team was.
I think it might have been like High Elves or something. I can't remember. It's good. That was a good game. You won that one, didn't you?
Yep, I got back-to-back tournament wins, at least, with my Underworld and then the Bretonians. It was a good time.
Nice.
And then I traumatized everyone with my Scaly Ogres. The good old days.
That was good. That's 2 years ago. It feels crazy.
Indeed. It's gonna suck a little bit
Anyway.
not having that random element to level ups, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's certainly different. Yeah. All right, man.
But
I'm going to head off. You have a good one, man.
Yep, good luck with the rest of your season.
You too, mate.
Alright, so it wasn't terrible, but without a doubt, a lot of unnecessary risks had to be done there. And it really does come down to, should I have played that more cautiously turn 1? And not have like all my players try and surround the ball carrier? It is a good strategy, but it's not like I had any skills to back it up with sidestep or even block and wrestle on the gutter runners. It probably wasn't, maybe with a single gutter runner, but we saw how effectively Sug is at killing gutter runners, even by himself, dang it. It probably would not have worked out no matter what I did. Truth be told. But there was a chance, and at least we had an entertaining game. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time.